Alrighty, guys, we're jumping into Ironheart episode 1 here, guys. And, of course, not the most excited for the show, but, Disney has surprised me, in the past. What has happened is, shows like Skeleton Crew and Agfa I would not enjoy. I end up enjoying it. Maybe it happens here. I don't know because I have not liked the trailers at all. The most intriguing thing to me about the series is not Riri Williams. It is the hood and the magic element in this show and how that might play into stuff we've seen in Doctor Strange, like Dormammu, and maybe even characters, related to maybe in a Doctor Strange free one day. Who knows? But before we start the video, make sure you press that subscribe button. Get update when all these Ironheart reactions come out and everything else we do for Marvel on this channel. By the way, guys, let's jump to Ironheart episode 1. Here we go.
A knight with thorn his hammer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
what?
What?
I just want to be happy.
Let me guess. She died.
Greatest inventor of my generation. Which doesn't mean much without the resources to bring my ideas to life.
Cool.
After think Tony Stark would be Tony Stark if he wasn't a billionaire? No shade. That's just the way the world works.
She's kind of right about that.
And the AI from a little experimental.
Alright, dude, this is awesome.
Selling her technology?
And red tape. I want to continue Mr. Stark's legacy and revolutionize safety.
There you go. There's the Iron Man,
My
like,
suits with short
nod I
response
wanted.
time does not come without risks.
Oh, there's a guy from Civil War.
I thought maybe you could convince the board to extend my grant just one more year.
Oh.
If I could
Understand why this project is a passion of yours, but you've been here over 4 years.
Oh.
There's many disciplines. No true matriculation towards a degree.
4 years of
do
school.
respecting job in Palo Alto with a tiny window and a bunch of guys I have to pretend to like.
California native, I know where Palo Alto is. Cool nod.
But I refuse.
Riri, that's a hot pile of garbage. Trash, and you know it.
You have been
Who
there
here
for
asked
4
you to be
years.
small? I allowed some leniency, maybe too much, given your situation. But
Your situation.
you sold completed assignments to students at every school in the area.
Oh.
You have been a horrible steward of Stark's legacy.
MIT
Ouch.
has a zero tolerance policy
Damn.
on plagiarism.
Accept responsibility and we'll get right back to my studies.
Yeah, you're kicked out.
It's too late.
You're expelling me?
Oof.
Is there anything you would like to say?
That sucks. Not even getting a degree that would have furthered her prospects. Oh. Oh, damn, she already got an Iron Man suit.
I did that, right?
That's a nice suit. Bro, that's a cool ass suit. I'm not gonna lie, that's cool.
Sup, I'm Trevor, MIT's teaching robot and virtual operational resource, and your very own AI assistant.
Oh my
Please
God.
enter your MIT's
Okay. 30216 RW.
access granted. How can I help you today? Chicago is an American rock band for
Yes, AI.
Still working on that AI, I see.
Illinois.
Thank you.
Hopefully you got an Iron Man suit.
System disabled. Good to go, guys. Rock and roll.
Blood siblings to John. We're ready.
Eric Andre? What?
Still,
It's Rampage. Not Stu. It's not Stewart. Rampage.
Yeah, we're not calling you that.
That's a dumbass name. Like, tighten the face.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, system disabled. You're good to go again.
I call it
Damn. Oh,
The alarm going off?
idiots. Nice.
Yo, Hood.
Done
Oh,
the van. You need anything else?
Hood. Ramos.
I'll find someone in the next couple days. And we still got tunnel, heirloom, the big job.
There's your hacker.
Overload. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Oh.
The cabin pressure? I need some more air.
Okay, Riri.
Uh-oh.
Don't give up.
Thanos was just the beginning!
You have no idea, bud. Doom is coming.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Uh-oh.
Switch to manual control.
Oh, God. Well, your suit has now gone bye-bye, Riri.
Yo! Iron Girl! Say.
Iron Girl.
What am I supposed to call you? You can call me Miss Riri. Because I'm that girl genius. Hey, woo! Because that is terrible. That's your introduction?
He's asking what your superhero name is, Riri.
Yeah. That's highway robbery. Yeah, that sounds like a you problem.
Much of it is her acting out, and how much of it is Riri being Riri? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I
Oof. It's gonna be a tough pill for Mom to swallow. I sure heard you got kicked out of MIT. Kind of sucks that suit's destroyed, because that suit was really awesome.
Because I can.
What is that supposed to mean?
Just clearing the stank aura that you're drugging with you. Don't mind me. To having times of grief.
Nobody is grieving. Miss Stanton, I'm fine. Please tell me to go.
For getting kicked out of MIT, her mom is very calm right now.
Yeah, now it's cool.
Whoa, wait.
We'll be back late.
What? You can't just leave it.
We're making an iron suit.
People are obsessed with them.
Everyone's got one in the MCU.
But if I could build one of them, better than everyone else,
Ah.
people got no choice but to respect me.
Make a suit better than everyone else's Iron Man suits. That's a tall order.
If I finesse a resource here or there.
Hmm.
Thinking, Dubai?
Starting to tangle with the dark side, it seems like a little bit. You know, doing everything she can, no matter what happens, you know. Doesn't matter, she just wants to build something.
You only put up with your stepdad and my sister while you were away. Not bad, right? I miss them both.
I just want to be happy.
So what happened to them, though?
One time, you and him used to work every waking moment on that trash Barracuda. Whatever happened to it?
Got wrecked.
Well, I made me something, a mixtape that I thought you might like. So I made you a copy.
I'm a bit confused about this relationship right now. Like, is it her brother, or is it like
Listen to it.
best friend? Like, I can't tell. Uh-ohs. They're going recruiting. It's a big-ass dog.
Does it have to be that particular converter?
Looking for the treasure inside the junk.
Told you this guy need to pay in full. All right, you got it.
You got the money, Riri?
It's about your big Tony Stark fellowship at that MIT school.
Yeah.
9, 10, you used to come in here and haggle with me.
She gonna do it right now.
You would be big time and come back here and spend all your money with me.
Jim, actually,
Hoping you let her pay with large bills.
Uh-oh.
You know how.
I just met you. And he contributed immensely to the field, so I won't roast Tony Stark off rip.
Thank God.
But I don't have $1 billion. And I can't compete without resources.
I get that.
Yeah. I like that they're mentioning Tony so much because her name is Ironheart. Iron Man, Ironheart. They're synonyms of each other.
Come by tomorrow to meet him. When you get there, use the elevator in the kitchen up to the 2nd floor.
Oof. Already getting in with the nasty people, Riri. Is this the stuff that's on the trailer with, like, them testing her? Doesn't really look like anyone works at this pizza place. Oof. You know, if it was me, I would get out of there, because it seems like this might be a trap, Riri. So, but hey, go ahead.
Somebody come open this door!
Oh, crappos. Should have looked under there before you got in.
Watch. It doesn't matter what she uses. Look at her, she's shook.
Sweats almost as much as you, Stu.
It's Rampage.
No, it's not Rampage.
Look like we found your replacement, Stu.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Nice. Damn, she's strong.
I heard Riri Williams was a genius.
Makes you think you can trap me?
Please, it wasn't personal.
That's a big crew, by the way.
What I did. What matters is what you did. You beat Stewart's time.
Who is Stewart?
Present.
Stewart. Like the Aura X fellow at Rampage on the Tech Makers Discord?
Enchanté.
I don't even know what that means.
Mediocre institutions rejecting your genius. Soon enough, you're gonna get tired of making yourself so
They
small.
didn't really reject her. They just kicked her out because, you know, she was there for 4 years. You're in college for 4 years. You gotta do something. Gotta have a degree or something.
For the respect and the money you deserve. Come work for me.
Yeah, but you gotta earn that stuff. You can't just take the easy way out.
Elevator.
Let me show you another way.
Smart. Do not trust these people, Riri. You don't even know them. Oh, God. Oh.
You don't have that kind of money.
I bet he does. Yeah, he does. Don't be tempted by it. It's dirt. It's blood money. Dirty money.
Consider this a signing bonus.
Don't do it.
Look, I don't want to hurt anyone.
It's not like that.
At least she got a moral compass.
Why do you make iron suits? I'm sure you have a good reason why you do what you do.
She wants to be the best. Have the best one.
And I will give you the tools to help you carry out your vision. ASAP.
Oof. You know, I wouldn't trust a guy who just wears a cape. I'm just saying. Even if you're in a world of superheroes.
Better be worth it.
Ah, Riri.
It will be.
Make a dumbass decision.
No problem.
Time to get a cracking on a new one.
Hey, Xavier, it's me, Nat. Need you to do Big Sis a favor.
Oh, God. Trauma.
Cover for me, alright? I'll be right home.
Oh, what happened though?
Can you run those wires for me, please?
We're gonna see what's gonna happen.
I know.
Okay, then why'd you do it?
Because I could have. Natalie, hand me that ring.
That's where she got that saying.
Girl. Let's wait until we start road tripping in this
What's gonna happen?
hair rocket boosters or something. Yeah, that's not my style.
Huh.
We'll
Well,
sit in traffic.
you do have an Iron Man suit now.
I refuse to mess with the body on this thing.
Uh-huh. That's my girl.
Oh no. Oh God. That was a shift.
What? I wasn't. I'm okay.
Oh damn. Well, that tells me a bit more about her.
Baby, I didn't even know you cared about the garage. I tried calling you, but you never want to talk about him.
Running away from your trauma.
Look, we got 2 more marks and then...
Big show.
Big show, huh?
Yeah, come on, man. Have a seat.
Yep. Using that dark magic, aren't you, Parker?
Suit on.
Come on. Come on, suit. It's gonna be a large electric bill.
4 hours?
Damn. It's a long recharge. What's going on, man? Who's this gonna be? Mephisto or Dormammu? Creepy. Yeah, that thing evil. So gotta figure out the AI somehow. Remember, that's what she was working on. That's what she wants. She trying to scan her brain into the AI?
Nah, you up?
Oh. She brought her dead friend back to life. With her memories?
Well, who the hell else would it be, bitch?
Okay, that's interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Alrighty. I was okay. It was okay. Alrighty, guys. That was Ironheart, episode 1. It was okay. Listen, you know, there was stuff in there that I was enjoying. Stuff, you know, that was really cool. Of course, you know, I really love the introduction of Anthony Ramos joining the MCU with the thing with the hood. And, like, me speculating, like, at the end, like, who's talked to him through that cape? Like, is it gonna be, you know, Dormammu? Is it gonna be Mephisto? You know, is Mephisto finally coming? Riri Williams, you know, she is an interesting character. I think she's an interesting character just because, you know, I think, like, for Ironheart, she is the next person to kind of take hold of the Iron Man legacy. Like, of course, you know, you could put War Machine in that conversation, but War Machine I always felt was so different than Iron Man, even though he has an Iron Man suit. Like, War Machine is not an inventor like Tony Stark, not someone who invents things. He's a soldier, you know, he was in the Air Force, you know, he's a pilot, you know. He's not really the next person to take up that Iron Man mantle. I really thought Riri Williams is that person, you know, and, you know, they tried to make Peter Parker that, you know, Peter Parker I never really saw as another Tony Stark, but Riri Williams, you know, with her smarts, you know, I really felt like she can be, you know, live up to that not just that Tony Stark legacy, but that Iron Man legacy. And, you know, it seems like one of her bad habits is, you know, she puts, you know, her ambitions above everything else. You know, that's what I'm getting from this character. That Riri Williams is someone who pushes her ambitions, you know, to a top of priority, and, like, everything else is kind of second for her. You know, if that's family, you know, if that's, you know, doing good or bad, because we see here, you know, she doesn't really feel like she's done anything wrong by, you know, selling her technology, you know, writing essays, you know, probably even taking tests for people at MIT, where she's not taking accountability for her actions. And I think through this season, you know, because she's now joining up with this crew, and I think she's going to see that, you know, the decisions she makes does have consequences. That, you know, just because, you know, you need money, you need this thing, doesn't mean, you know, it's in service of, you know, others, you know. And maybe it leads her down a bad path, you know, because it does seem like that's what's going for. Because, you know, I would think how smart she is, Riri would be like, you know, hey, you know, maybe I should just, like, wait on this offer from this Parker Robbins guy and this crew. You know, maybe just wait on that. And, you know, one of my things too is, like, when she gets in the elevator, I feel like, as smart as Riri Williams is, you know, I feel like when she got in the elevator and she saw that like, what is that, like, bread bag or blanket covering something, she'd be like, you know, that's a bit fishy. I'm gonna check that out first, you know? I feel like that is a bit of a logic gap in the show, which I was like, Riri Williams of how smart she is, if she is a Tony Stark, if she's a Reed Richards, if she's a Hank Pym type level intelligence, like she would be able to see that and be like, 7-8 right here. But, you know, I was also really interested in, like, how they didn't, like, right out say, like, oh, her dad and her stepsister, who really is her best friend, you know, were killed right away. Like, they just mentioned in passing that they kind of built up to that, and how, like, this trauma that she has, this, like, regret, you know, like, it kind of gave me more in depth to the character. Because it told me that, you know, she's not just trying to build a suit because she wants to be rich, because she wants money, even if that's what she says she wants. I think the real reason she builds this suit is so she can protect the people that she loves. And I think that's what every hero is trying to do whenever they want to put on a costume in one of these superhero movies or TV shows, that the reason they're doing it is to protect the people they love. And, you know, now with her making this to join, like, the Hood's gang, which I'm going to call it the Hood's gang, with Anthony Ramos, that she is putting the people she cares about in danger. And there's also some other characters I'm interested in, you know, the Xavier character. Like, I thought, like, the relationship with him and Riri, kind of a little bit of romance, but I don't know if that's, like, her stepbrother, because he said, like he knew knew her stepfather. I'm like in, like, a son sort of way, or, like, as a, like, hey, friendly neighborhood childhood friend certain way. So, interesting to see how that unfolds as well. Like, I'm still very much interested. You know, this episode, like, I didn't think was the best episode to start a show ever. And it's a bit of a slow burn, you know, because, you know, we're introducing all these characters, introducing, you know, a new place in the MCU, which is Chicago, which we've never really gone to Chicago in the MCU. We've been to other places like New York, you know, we've been to Missouri with Star-Lord, we've even been to LA with She-Hulk, but mostly we're usually in New York in the MCU. And, you know, Chicago's a new place, introduce new characters that we haven't seen before. And, you know, who knows who else is going to show up. So waiting for Alden Ehrenreich to show up. Little Han Solo to show up in this series, who I think I know who he might be playing, which I'm very excited for that character. But I can't wait to see more of the Hood. I'm excited to see how Riri is going to grow in this series from where she is now to where we see her by the end of this series. But make sure you guys subscribe, comment, leave your theories down below. But also, as well, the uncut version of this episode will be up on Patreon. So if you want to go, you know, on the Patreon, there's a small little fee you pay to go see the uncut version, or you can wait for this to show up on YouTube or wherever you are watching this reaction. And I'll see you guys on the next one. A peace.